There's the new coils. Here's the coil wires. Let's put the terminals on them. I've got all the terminals for the coils on my wiring. Got the heat shrink ready to go. Proud of myself for not shrinking down this large diameter heat shrink the last time I done it, which is probably a couple of weeks ago. Time to connect them. So I've got the plastic connectors on the end of my wiring. I've got the heat shrink all shrunken down. Time to click them in. Another job done. The next wire that I'm going to connect is the 12 volt power feed for the ECU, and also this black wire comes up to the tacho, so he needs to go back up to the ECU. I could probably connect it to the trigger wire of this coil here, but I'm going to take it back up to the ECU, I think. So he runs all the way back down the bike. Also, I ended up doing the crank trigger as well, so that's all connected up and shielded properly. I'll swap this lead acid battery out that I've used just to mock up the wiring, and put this new lithium one in, and I'll probably test all my lights and switches and see what works and what doesn't. Such a massive weight difference between these two batteries. The lead acid battery weighs about 4 kilo. This lithium battery weighs about 1 kilo. It's so much lighter, you wouldn't believe it's an actual battery. Got the gauges reconnected, batteries connected. Flick on the key. Cool. All good. And up the back here, looks like we've got a tail light and no brake light. When I pull the lever, nothing happens. So I'll switch the globes out. No doubt they've hopefully just blown a couple of globes. So I'll swap the globes. Awesome. Couple of tail lights and no brake light. Beauty. Might help if I plug in the switch. Put that back in. No, still nothing. So I reckon I've got a dead switch. I have some wire to remove the switch. So now if I connect these in like this, so it looks like I'm up for a switch. So basically, looks like all the loom is correct, and I'll neaten it all up, tape up the original harness like this stuff here. Yeah, it all come out quite good really, but definitely I need to rewrap the stock harness. She cranks over, she's back again, and yeah, finish that part of it off and get on to some more good stuff. I've made a checklist, made sure the indicators, horn, brake lights, headlights, all that work. So now I've done the last few bits and pieces. I'm going to remove the whole harness from the bike and wrap it in some special tape to pretty it all up, protect it, and we'll be another step closer to having it running again. The ECU harness will be separate to the bike's main harness, so I'll neaten all those guys up later, but for now, this is what I'm going to neaten up. Suppose I better put the tools away before I get the harness out. That's better. That came out pretty easy. Now I'm just going to tape it up, finish it off so it looks like new. Then the bike still has all the EFI stuff on it, which I'll neaten that up shortly. So what I've been doing, I've been wrapping the small harness with the cloth tape down to where it goes to the main harness. Here's what I've done on this side. and then after I've done all the little guys, I'll wrap the main harness to tie it all in. The harness is all done. It used about that much of a roll. That's a new one there, that's the oldie. It came out awesome. Just fully protected the harness. Wasn't really hard to put on, it sticks on itself very good. I was really happy how the coils turned out. Heaps better. Got the injectors sitting there ready to go.